This Minnesota Vikings player is playing really well and nobody's talking about it. But before I reveal who it is, I want to thank everybody for watching the GG Sports podcast of the Minnesota Vikings, or Endure Heartbreak, but always bleed purple. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get notifications for more of our videos. So who's this player? It is Delvin Tomlinson. Tomlinson has really stepped up this year, specifically the pass rush, an area that is not meeting our expectations before the season. From getting Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter being healthy, we have not been able to get to the quarterback as much as we like, but that is not Delvin Tomlinson's fault. He has an 80.6 grade on the season per PFF, which is 16th in the NFL, which is nothing crazy, but his pass rush is at 84.4, which leads the team by like 3 points and is the 8th in the NFL. So he's stepping up and he's doing that for us. So we need everybody around him to get to the quarterback, because we need to figure that out and give our cornerbacks, who have settled in quite a bit, Patrick Peterson and obviously Cameron Dantzler has really stepped up. But we don't want to rely on them having to cover, because you can only cover for so long before a wide receiver is going to get open. So we need to get to the quarterback. We need to change some sort of scheme on that defense to get to the quarterback. Luckily, we can start with Delvin Tomlinson, who's already doing a good job there, already showing that he's one of the best pass rushing defensive tackles in the NFL. He has 15 tackles on the year, 2 sacks, a forced fumble. I mean, it was a big forced fumble, which is tied for the first in the NFL. It's just one, but still, that's huge. And he's been that guy. The only thing, if I was going to say one knock, I do think his run defense could be a little bit better. He has a 64.5 grade from PFF, but just I think our whole defensive linemen as a whole, we're not allowing opposing running backs to have tons of yards on us, I guess. But it seems like they just get like that 5 yards every single time they touch the ball, or like Montgomery or Latavius Murray, and I think that comes up from starts at the defensive tackles. And we have Harrison Phillips in there too, and he's been playing pretty solid. But Delvin Tomlinson's definitely been the guy, and he's just been doing it so quietly. And I don't think people realize how important he is to this defense. He has been one of our most consistent defensive players, if not our most consistent defensive players. Actually, let's look what he looks like on PFF to our whole defense as a whole. He has the 80.6. The second best is Josh Metellus for 77.2, and then Cameron Dantzler 74.4. So Delvin Thompson actually has been our most consistent defensive player, and he is showing that he was worth us picking in free agency last season when he didn't really meet our expectations. But even going into this season, I had high hopes for him. I thought he was going to turn it around, and I think I actually called a Pro Bowl season for him, and he is going in that direction. If he keeps improving, if he can get some help in the pass rushing game, and it's not just him who has by far the highest pass rush grade, like I've already said, I think our team can go places. We have to figure out the scheme. We have to play tougher. We have to play stronger. Ed Donatel has to change his scheme up a little bit, and we need to focus on getting to the quarterback.